Together we are but first coffee. Suzy's just our host, but what matters most is we are a team. Together we are all safe here, and so are you. Among friends and mods we are safe. We talk about trauma, break down drama of life, death, happy or sad, even mad. We discuss it all here. Together we will thrive, not just survive. We will dry each other's tears, celebrate big or small wins, and chase away the fears. Together we fight cults or fight addictions, if not with experience, with love, and we don't judge. Please understand, this is a safe place to land. Please understand, you're not alone. This is a safe place to land. Together we thrive, not just survive. We will dry each other's tears, celebrate big or small wins, and chase away the fears. Because we are but first coffee, and Suzy welcomes us all here. Together we are but first coffee, and Suzy.
Hey, everybody. It's good to be back. I'm actually live this time, not from a recording. How you liking this hat? I'm all blinged out for my birthday. Just wait till it's my 60th, right? I go all this for 59. Oh, I've had so much fun today. I'll tell you what though. I yesterday I made little like 2 or 3 minute videos of the three people that I did earlier, and they were just going to be little video clips that we added into tonight. And then for some reason, I don't know what was going on. I could not get them to be in a way that would let me add them. So anyway, in a it was supposed to be like an MP4 or something like that. Anyway, I couldn't get them to do it. So I thought, well, crap, I guess I'm just gonna have to remake the video. So when I was doing it, I made them a little bit longer, and then I thought, instead of putting them in the video, I'm just gonna do them ahead of time, and that'll just kind of lead up to it, and then also, it might be a little introduction to people that haven't been to the channel before, might see those, and you know, might be something that brings them here. I'm like some of y'all's I'm reading. So anyway, I want to welcome you all here. I just opened one of my birthday presents I got from Mischief. She gave me, can you see that? F's to give. And that's what they are. This little wooden. And then she got me this, which just about made me cry when I got it. And that's sweet. Yeah. I was just excited. They had actually delivered it up to my dad's while ago. I was watching and we went out and checked the mail and everything and it wasn't there. And so Mark and Veto went a while ago and it was up at my dad's. So they had delivered it up there. Sometimes Amazon delivers to dad's. I don't know why. So anyway, gosh, it's good to see you guys. It feels like it's been a long time. I don't know why. It hasn't been. I just feel like I'm in kind of a different frame of mind today than I have been the last couple of days. I'm in a better mood. I'm just sometimes you just are not in a great mood, and I was just not in a real great mood the last couple of days. So I apologize if that came through. But anyway, I do want to check with the chat, but I'm gonna um yeah, I'll go ahead and do that now. Hey, Stacia is 60. I did not know that. Oh wow. Your sister gave you real garnets. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna go up here and check on this now, y'all. Mischief is in the back office, and she's gonna be starring comments and questions. So again, if you will do the C's or the Q's or comment or question or whatever you want to do, if it's something that you for sure wanna make sure that I see, please do that because otherwise this might really take a while. And I'm not gonna have an actual, uh, topic tonight, so I'm gonna be trying to stay hooked up with the live a lot better tonight, so anyway, I will be doing that, and there was something else I was gonna tell you, I can't remember what it was. Hmm. Oh, there is a link at the top of the chat, and if it for some reason doesn't work or something, just let us know, and we can post it again or whatever. If anybody wants to come on the stage and talk to me, you are more than welcome, except for the trolls. They can take a long walk off a short pier as far as I'm concerned. I don't have time or patience for trolls anymore. So I just figured out I am now a woman of certain age, and I am not gonna put up with their shit. I'm just not. I'm tired of it. Mischief is back there doing this. And y'all, I don't know how long the hat will stay on because it tends to give me a headache. So, but I just could not believe how cute this was. I've had it for quite a while. It's been hanging up right up there behind me. I got it on Temu of all places. I saw it on Amazon and it was kind of expensive, and I got it on Temu for about $12. And I thought, well, for $12, you can't beat that. So I'm going to be taking it with me if we go to Clearwater in December. So for Lisa McPherson's anniversary of her passing. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the chat, and then I'm gonna read a little opening that I've got, and we'll just see what happens. So if any of my mods want to come on, I gave you all a link in the mod chat earlier, or you can use the one on the screen or on the I'm sorry, not on the screen, on the chat. Whatever. If any of you want to come on, do it. So I just want to say hi to everybody. Stacia, it's good to see you. Hello, Suzy mods, chat, and haters. Yeah, I hope you have some fun and laughs. And you know that the haters are watching because if I say some little minute something in the very middle of a chat, that's like, you know how I am. I might just have a brain fart and just something pops into my head and I just say it. They hear it. You know that they're watching. They're not just, you know, kind of half-assed watching. Well, I guess they could be getting the transcript or whatever, but I bet they're watching. They can't help themselves. I have a new shirt that says, "I need new haters." All my old ones are starting to like me. If they keep showing up, they're gonna start liking me because what's not to like, right? Ah, thank you, Stacia, for the happy birthday. Thank you very much. Joel, so good to see you. Hey, 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 they say it's your birthday. Yeah. Yeah, they do. I saw you watching some of those watching those 3 videos earlier. If y'all haven't seen those, after this one's over, you'll have to go back and watch it. I did a little video of Sister Mary Bougie and one of my aunt Petty Betty, and then, of course, there was Immature Emma. So if you haven't already seen them, you'll have to go back and watch them. 'em. They're not very long, about, I don't know, 12 minutes apiece or something like that. Not long. So anyway, hey Renee, good to see you. Thank you for the birthday wishes, everybody. Thank you. I've had such a good day. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. We sure are. Hey Heat, good to see you. Thank you for the happy birthday. Aw, Stage. I don't know if it's gonna be a ball, but we're gonna try, right? We're gonna try. Absolutely. Hey Lori Driscoll, thank you for the happy birthday. Very nice of you, really. Mayor, welcome back, everyone. Hope everyone had a chance to see all the shorts that Susie did. Yeah, those were fun. My poor husband, I kicked him out of the office because I don't, I do those without a script and I don't uh, edit. And so I really don't know what I'm going to say. Like whenever I start in, I don't know what I'm going to say. And so whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of my mouth. And I'm just always afraid. I don't know. I'm not good enough at it yet to do it live. I'm afraid I'll get sidetracked. And if he snickered or anything, I would just lose it. Or if he, because some of it I might be being a little windy. Some of it I might be, enhancing the stories just a little. Not a lot, but a little. Yeah. So now, like, honestly, poor Mary Bougie, she's modeled after a friend of mine. No, my friend is not a pink-haired nun. She does have pink hair, and no, it's not Kelly Copter. But I don't know, it's just funny. There's a little backstory to that, how I used to, because I was not Catholic, and she was, and So I would leave class too so that I could go to catechism, and so it's just the whole thing with the Catholic thing and the nuns and, So anyway, that's why I model her after her. So that actually is modeled after, so she's dumb as a rock, y'all. Not really, but kinda. I hope she's not watching. She kinda knows she's kinda dumb though. But anyway, and then today, my Petty Betty, that is actually modeled after 2 different aunts of mine. Yeah, 2. So I kinda blended her together. One that is very much in Hodgenville, Kentucky, and a lot like that, and then the other one that can be just petty as can be. So, we kinda joined them together. So, yeah, and then, Emma, I don't know where she comes from. Emma's just like a complete figment of my imagination. I don't know where she comes from at all. I really don't. Eileen, thank you for the happy birthday. Yeah. Hey, Mischief. Crud, forgot I was in Susie's account. Oh, well, I'm kinda used to it. Hey, Patty, good to see you. Aw, thank you. That is so sweet. So, just a quiet, peaceful dance. Happy birthday. Thank you. Aw. Yeah, I hope we're all gonna have a good time. Maris says that she's already rewatched the first one. Sometimes I think on those kind of things you have to rewatch them because the you find other little things that get slipped in, and that's not just with something I do because it's not like I think that they're that great, but any kind of a comedy type thing, a lot of times you gotta watch it more than once. Hey, Vernon, good to see you. Yeah. Hey, Kelly, good to see you. I read your chat earlier. I hope you're feeling okay. I always worry about you when I don't see or hear from you for a few days, so anyway, I did watch your video earlier. Yeah, I am, Heat. I'm having a really good day. I really am. Mark's been here all day and Vetta's been here all day. Yeah, probably be here most of the evening. Her parents have went to a anniversary party for some friends, and so the older kids are over at the house, but she's over here, but I'm gonna try to get her to go over there and maybe watch some movies or something in a little bit. She's yeah. Thank you for the happy birthday, Vernon. Thank you so much. Substance use disorder nurse, good to see you. Thank you for the happy birthday. Yeah. Stacia was watching the notification on Kelly's deal about Laura whenever you got the notification for this. Yeah, that was a good one. Did Aaron call me? Oh, heavens, no. Aaron has never talked to me. No. Yeah, never once. I mean, the most he's ever talked to me is, like if I say something on a live and he's like, "Hey, Susie," or like if he's protesting on Friday nights and I'll be like, "Hey, Aaron." He'll be like, "Hey, Susie," but that's it. I've never talked to him. Our relationship is crazy, crazy exaggerated because that's the extent of it right there. Aw. Joel remembers when he was 59 a long time ago. Oh, I don't think so. I don't feel like a kid. I really don't. Today I kinda do though. I kinda feel silly. Sometimes I think it's just good just to be silly. Oh, you won't be on? Okay, Mayor. She says she's in the underground bunker and it's dark, so she won't be on. So she's hiding out. Unless she's got a real good notice, she thinks her hair looks like Einstein, and I think that it's cute. I really do. She even had me make her a picture of her with Einstein hair and make her a troll. Now, do you know how hard it is to make Mare a troll? Because she's so sweet, and usually if you're making somebody a troll, it's because, they're kind of a turd. Mischief is doing this. So maybe she's not so sweet. Aw. Aw, DOA is a fraud. Thank you. That's very sweet. Y'all are very, very kind. Very kind. Oh. What did you do when you turned 50? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. Probably just went swimming and out to eat or something. I'm not really big. You wouldn't think so with all of this that I've got going on and the 3 videos earlier and having this, but I really am not big on my birthday. I really kinda just try to ignore it most of the time, so this is really strange for me to do this. This really is. So I'm trying to think, if I think of it in the evening, I'll tell you, but gosh, that seems like 100 years ago. Hmm, I don't remember, but I'll have to think about it, but I don't think I did anything too major. We usually just go have something to eat and Oh, Stacia's only seen Emma so far. Yeah, you have to catch the others. Oh, aw. Thanks, Mary. Her sides hurt from laughing. Oh. Yeah, I saw that. Stacia in the chat, I told Emma not to block me because I couldn't afford a super chat. I thought it was appropriate. Yes, it was very appropriate, and I laughed. I busted up laughing. I truly did. Oh, let's see here. Canadian girl, good to see you. Happy birthday. Yeah. Aw. It's kind of you all to share part of my day with me. It's amazing. I love it. Yeah, thank you. I think I missed somebody, but if I miss you, I'm really not trying to. No, I don't think I did actually. Maybe I did, I don't know. Hey, Amy, good to see you. How you liking the hat? That's crazy, huh? John will be wanting one now. Aw. Joel says the only people that ever call him are insurance salesmen or wrong numbers. And I'm supposed to be calling you, and I gotta find that email that's got your phone number in it. Oh, goodness. You might have to tell your wife to resend it because I don't know what I've done with it. Yeah. Everyone knows we are all part of Aaron's cult. Well, I don't know. He's slipping. He's slipping. He hadn't been passing out the checks or the highs. Nothing. I don't know. Yeah. Aw, thank you, Amy and Stacia. Thank you guys. I guess I should have been unstarring the ones that I've already read so that I don't go do it again, but oh goodness. Let's see here. Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake, I'll do it.
You gonna do what, come on or unstar myself?
No, I'll unstar everything. Only because it's your birthday.
I did about 4. Oh, I know. I was overworking myself. Yeah, isn't she a mess? So y'all seriously, if there's anybody that wants to come on here, there is a link. If you can't get it to work, let us know and we will absolutely. Oh, here's a question. Okay. Question, what disorder your kids and grandkids give you as a present? A disorder? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Ah, are we having male strippers that I didn't know about? Mischief, did you remember to hire the male strippers? She's like she forgot to mail this or mail. She forgot to hire the strippers. I don't want no females. Oh, what did they give me for a present? Well, I don't know yet. We're doing the whole birthday thing tomorrow. Yeah, Vernon, we're we're doing the whole birthday thing tomorrow. We're going out to my favorite Italian restaurant and we're all going to be there, so uh-oh. Yeah. Kelly says give her your number and she'll call you. Anyway, so y'all, I was just gonna tell you that, I have really enjoyed my silliness that I've done today. It has been fun. I wouldn't wanna do it all the time. It's also been exhausting. Just the putting on and taking off all the makeup and the different outfits and all the different jewelry. At one point, whenever I did my Aunt Betty's, I only put 1 earring in because only one was gonna show. So I'm like, "Okay, I'm just changing 1 earring." So that's all I changed. So anyway, but it was fun, and it was I don't know, I'm just like I said, I'm in a better mood now that I have really decided that I'm gonna draw a line, and I'm gonna keep to that line between myself and the hateful trolls, and just remember who I am, where I've been, and where I'm going, that kinda stuff, and where I am right now and where I'm going, they're not welcome. So, there's that. If any of my friends have any questions about the stuff that they keep trolling me about with that check and everything, I promise you it's it's an interesting, funny story, but I'm not gonna say it on air because I'm not gonna give them the satisfaction of it because they just twist it. So, anyway, there is that, but if anybody wants to know, I'll tell you. So, I did make sure that my mods know, and that's what's important to me is that any of you all that care to know can know, and the rest of them can kiss my ass, basically. I made it past the 12-minute mark. So, I hope y'all grabbed a beverage and a bucket of Shenanigan popcorn because we are here for fun. Like I said, there's not gonna be really any topic, so it is gonna be an AMA Saturday, which means ask me anything. So y'all, you can ask me anything that you want in the chat, and I mean, I might not answer you, but you're welcome to ask me. So there is that. So everybody, let's just like get some questions going. What are we going to talk about? So oh, that's okay, Vernon. Spell check was wrong. Was I hate that. I put up the wrong one, but okay. Susie, in the business, they call them peelers. Like they peel their clothes off. Is that what we're talking about? Mare knows a whole lot of stuff. Like, I don't know that she's necessarily like knows everything about everything, but she knows just enough about everything to keep it really interesting. Yeah. Stacia says spell check needs a spell check. Yeah, it likes to choose men's names. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's even funnier than the Barry Boner. Uh, mm-mm-mm. Aw, Heat, I'm glad you found my channel too. I think you're awesome too. I don't know anybody that doesn't think you're awesome. Everybody I know thinks you're awesome. So, yeah, y'all, come on, ask me something. Anybody gonna ask something? It's gonna be awful boring. Yeah. Yeah, she does know a lot. Mare knows a lot. She won game night. She absolutely did. And she was thinking that she's gonna come in dead last, but she didn't. She came in dead first. Well, by 1, but hey, it's better than I ever did. I lost. Hold on just a second. Uh, question. I saw question. Did Marilyn remember your birthday? I haven't heard from Marilyn. I haven't heard from her. So, oh, very funny. Uh, who's my favorite mod? I should fix your butt. Let's see here. Hmm. Oh my goodness. John Lazon is coming on. Lazon. He's not connected yet, but he will be. So, my favorite mod, every one of them. Oh, looky here, y'all. I'm gonna bring him on the screen. Hey, John.
Hello,
Can you hear me?
people. Hey, happy birthday,
Goodness.
Suzy.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank
can you guys?
you.
I can't see anything.
You
Oh,
can't see anything.
oh, wait a
I
minute.
don't know
Wait,
why.
wait. Hello, people. Oh, yeah, I can see myself now. Hey,
Oh,
happy
okay.
birthday, Suzy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Your wife's in the chat too, so
Yeah, yeah. She's on the other room over there.
uh-huh.
I just finished. I popped in. I just finished a meeting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have Alcoholics Anonymous meeting on Zoom here.
Uh-huh. Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, so I
That's
don't even.
cool.
Yeah, actually, it's everywhere. It's in USA and it's everywhere.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
there's people from Japan, from all the
Ah.
way down Florida, and all you got to do is just like anywhere you are, pretty much in the world. If you look for, if you type Alcoholics Anonymous online Zoom meeting,
Mhm.
they'll give you a list of a meeting going.
Oh,
So
wow.
yes,
So you can
so
just
there's
join. Yeah. So you can
and
just join.
there's I don't want to take too much of time either,
No, you're
but
fine. No, you're fine.
and then so what happened is that so when we so when so before COVID, that didn't
Mhm.
exist. Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
we were going to a meeting in our own groups in our own town, and that was all over the world.
Mhm.
Obviously, right? The movement of AA is big now.
Yeah.
But when COVID hit, all those meeting closed, just like anything else. And
Mhm.
some people, some genius people, had that idea to start Zoom meetings, and then they
That
got
is cool.
so big that they all interconnected.
Mhm.
So if I want right now or at 12 o'clock in the morning, I'm not going to go to a meeting with my friends per
Yeah.
se, but I will go to an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting
Mhm.
somewhere.
Somewhere.
There's yeah. So I don't know where. I'm just gonna pick one, choose one that speak English and all that, and then I'm just gonna for an hour be at an AA meeting. Now my
Wow.
group my group is on Saturday night. Excuse me.
Mhm.
My group is Saturday night at 8. Here it's we're an hour later, so
Yeah.
we all get on Zoom, and then anybody can pop in, anybody can join, and then it's the same thing. You kind of like have not mods, we don't call them mods, but we have
Yeah.
reading, and then we have that sharing section, and then
Mhm.
so basically for people who are mobility reduced,
Mhm.
or for people that like me, like like for I don't know, that like I'm with Amy and the kids here, so I get to still be here but still try to help in a
Mhm.
or if I need
Yeah.
help, then I can get it. So it's awesome. So it's and I encourage anyone in the chat, or if you want to pass the word, that if anyone need a
Oh,
meeting,
yeah.
there's no. They used to be excuses, and they're always going to be
Mhm.
excused. But
Oh, yeah.
With Zoom, there isn't any, because you can pop on a meeting at any time of days or night, and then you will have a meeting. And it's
That's
pretty,
great, though.
yeah, and it's pretty cool because when you start Alcoholics Anonymous, you start counting your day and your month and all that of sobriety you get, right?
Mhm.
Well, some people start their sobriety on Zoom, and
Wow.
we call them the Zoom babies. Like
Aw.
the boomers and the stuff.
Like the
Well,
boomers, yeah.
these guys introduce themselves, and yeah, they introduce themselves as I'm a Zoom baby. I sober up 2 years ago. I have 2 years of sobriety, and I'm a
Oh,
Zoom baby.
wow.
Yeah, so
That's so cool.
they quit drinking during COVID, and then they join AA through Zoom, and now that everything is open, then in their own town they can find where there's a meeting,
Mhm.
because from the biggest town to the smallest town, there's a meeting.
Mhm.
Um, yeah. So I just
That's
finished one
cool.
with my own group, and then Amy kept saying, "Suzy's online, Suzy's online. It's her birthday. It's her birthday." So,
Aw.
So I said, take the cap, take the hat, go put your hat on and go do it over there. And you know what?
Yeah.
Like I have to go I have to go gently with her. So first I had to go with
Yeah.
her. Then I left her to you for one night. Now the hat's gonna be
Yeah.
another night. But
Well,
you
we
know they're
love her.
watching this.
She's awesome. We thank you so much for introducing us to her.
Hmm.
And
And she will. She really has that heart to participate and
mhm,
she has a selfless, loving heart,
mhm.
like
Yes, she does. She
complete
does.
different of me.
You are awesome too. You are awesome.
Good thing she's there because she runs the boat. I have the hat, but she runs the boat. So, but
Yeah.
she really does. You know what? The other day I said that maybe you don't relate to that. You're gonna relate to that because you already told us you like shopping. But
Mhm,
last Friday or Thursday, anyway, I said I have to go to work and stuff like that. And like, whatever you're gonna do, whatever you do. I said, like, just get in the cab and go treat yourself. Like, you work
yeah.
hard. You work hard with the girl and stuff like that. And then she doesn't like, she doesn't like that. She doesn't like spending on her. And she's like, if I spend
Yeah.
on me, then I said, go somewhere, go on a cab, go buy yourself
Oh,
something. And I had to force her. Like, and guess
oh.
what? Well, she came back, which she's probably spent three-quarter of her money on someone else, and then
Yeah.
she bought herself a little bracelet or something. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
come on. All right, that makes you happy.
Yeah.
But she's that
Yeah.
kind of person where
That's what I like to do too. I like to buy for other people.
yes,
I really
yes,
do.
yes, and it's by AA is a little bit the same concept, right? As by
Mhm,
sharing our experience, strength, and hope, we help others, but
mhm,
we also help ourselves.
mhm,
You know,
mhm.
if I don't go and try to help, then I'm in another kind of chain of thought and stuff. But if I'm there trying
Mhm,
to help someone, then it's positive and it's bring me positivity too, right? So it's the
mhm,
same with your show, you know,
mhm.
with all kind of show that are trying to bring to the community, right? And bring people
Yeah.
together, basically, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, Susie, if I was there, I would give you a big hug, and
Oh,
then I wish you a happy birthday, really
thank
happy
you.
birthday.
Thank
And
you.
I'll let and Amy's gonna be there probably in the chat or something. I got to go
Okay.
take that
All
call
right.
now. Love
All
you.
right. Love you too. Bye-bye. So, back to the question. Stacia says, "Is pink truly your favorite color?" Yes, sorta. It I have always liked pink, purple, and orange, and almost exactly the same amount. And now I really every summer I get obsessed by like a kinda I don't know what the color but blue, like a light blue, not turquoise, but like a light blue. And I have been obsessed this whole spring with light blue. I have I have bought like 2 different shirts that are light blue. I bought a pair of tennis shoes just because they had a light blue stripe on them. I mean, they were like less than $20, but yeah. I but yeah, I like pink a lot. But of course, the whole breast cancer thing really brought it to the front of my mind. But I honestly have always liked pink and purple and orange pretty much the same. Now, my sister was a crazy purple lover. She loved it. And so I always kind of went more with the pink just because that way we weren't wearing exactly the same color all the time. So, but yeah, I love it. So let's see here. I saw another one down here. Oh, I tied game night. Okay, well, I didn't do too bad. Oh, you're gonna have another one? Well, I'll have to try to remember to be there. Mara says to be fair, her sister was a dancer, so she knows a little bit about that stuff. Yeah. Okay, here's another one. This is a good question. Do you wish that you could have interviewed Mike Rinder? Yes, I do. I really do. And everybody likes to think that I hate him, that I hated him, and I don't. I never did. I just I think 2 things can be true at the same time. I think that he was an absolute asshole in Scientology, but I don't really even hold that against him because he was in Scientology, and he too was a victim. Anybody that's in it other than Miscavige is a and even he was before he got to be, the head honcho. But so I don't even really hold what he did in not really, while he was in Scientology against him, and then I know that he did great stuff when he got out. I know that too, and I praise him for that. But I also know that he was a little shady about some stuff after he got out, and so I believe that those can both be true at the same time, and I think that it would have been fascinating, absolutely fascinating to have interviewed him and I don't know, just kinda see what makes him tick, you know? I mean, and he had a great accent. Let's give him that. But, I really do. I think I didn't care for him on the show, but I think that that was more Leah. I really have never been a huge fan of Leah, so I think that I, kinda bounced that off of onto him too. But anyway, yeah, I really would've. I really would've liked to have interviewed him, and like I said, they can say I hate him. I never did. I just didn't agree with everything he did. So, doesn't mean he was a terrible person. Doesn't mean he was a great person either. See how that works? Oops. I thought I hit that, but I didn't. Okay, there we go. So, what else? Any other questions? Come on. Oh, here's a good one. Oh, no. Okay, let's see. Other than John, which guest has been the biggest or the best surprise? Okay. First of all, let me talk about John. John Lazon. I absolutely love him now, and I love his wife. I adore Amy. But I was kind of scared of him because he's a little intense, and a little like excitable. And so I thought, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to control him. I'm never going to, how am I going to get him to talk, without just, squirrel and, whatever. And so I was intimidated by that because I thought, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to do this. But he was absolutely wonderful. Every time I've ever talked to him, including tonight, he has been wonderful. And I say all the time that he has been the biggest surprise of any guest that I have ever interviewed, whether on YouTube or even in, my real life. And I interviewed more than one person who unalived people. So yeah, it was that was intense. And the thing was is I came away from there seeing the good and the bad in these people that did that. So yeah. So other than John, I have absolutely just loved everybody, really. But I think honestly, oh man, there's so many guys, but I really like Lord Kiss Freak. I can't say his name for some reason, but I love Lord Kiss Freak. I love him. I think he's amazing. He's so polite and funny and smart. Ben's hilarious. I love Carrie. I have fallen halfway in love with everybody I've ever interviewed on here. Y'all know how I feel about, Liz Gale, but I think if I had to pick one that like has been the biggest or best surprise, okay, then that would probably be Lord Kiss Freak, other than John. Just I don't know. I just his wit and his humor and just a good guy. Just an absolutely good guy. So yeah. And I don't even think he's here. I just gave him a big old compliment. Oracle One, thank you for the happy birthday. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Uh, yeah, I heard that too, Kelly. Mobility reduced. Never heard it put that way before. He's so kind though. See what I mean? He just like comes up with these things. And I think another one that really surprised me was Sammy. I liked him okay, but I liked his show and everything, but whenever we actually met on a show and talked, we are very good friends now. We are very good friends. And that really surprised me. I don't know why. I think because, I associated him with Brett and even Reese and everything, and so I don't know. He's just been very surprising and so kind, and I haven't interviewed him yet. But another big surprise has been Tom, knife order. I've been very surprised by him. What's another surprise?
Happy birthday to you.
Can you hear that?
Happy birthday
Come this
to
way.
you. Happy birthday, dear
Grandma.
Happy birthday to you.
Can y'all hear that, Mischief? Yeah. It's Vetta and Mark singing me happy birthday.
You show them the card I made you?
I didn't. They're in my room. You want to go get those off of my bed?
Yeah.
And then I'll show them. Yeah. So she's going to go get the card she made me. Oh, Kelly's going to run get coffee and be back. Oh, here's another question. I just love the questions, y'all. Is there anyone in history you wish you could interview? And what would you discuss? Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, there is.
I know who it would be.
Who?
Jamie Kine.
Yes.
Mine would be Robert E. Lee.
Mark wants to interview Robert E. Lee. I would have wanted to have interviewed Jimmy Carter. I really would. Or Freddie Mercury. One or the other. Or both. Can you imagine if you sat down and interviewed Freddie Mercury and Jimmy Carter at the same time? So when I was in the 8th grade, I think it was, I did my end of year report. It was a big report I had to do on Jimmy Carter. And I absolutely loved him. I didn't know anything about any kind of politics. My parents did not discuss politics, and I'm not tonight either. But we didn't discuss politics. And the reason that I love him doesn't have anything to do with politics. It has to do with Mr. Jimmy. And do you know, I kicked myself in the ass because I had an invitation, and this was before I met Paula Dean. So I had an invitation to take an art class with Paula Dean and Jimmy Carter, and I didn't do it.
Here's mine.
So that's one of those kick my ass moments. So can y'all see this? She made me a card and she put some little sparkly things on the front of it. Isn't that sweet? And then on the inside, let's see here. These are stars. And that one is her. And that one is me. And it says, I love you, me. And on the back it says, I love you and me. Isn't that sweet? I love you and me. I love you and me too. I really do. We spend a lot of time together, don't we? You want to come over and say hi?
Hello.
Hello. It's Betta. You fixing to go home?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna go watch movies with Sissy? Okay. And then she made this one for Mark to give me. And on this one it says to Suzy. He wrote that. Can y'all see how little he writes? He writes tiny. And always in red. But anyway, that's me and Mavis, which is Vetta's little dog. And then if you open it up, it's got Vetta and Suzy and Mavis over here. And it says, love, Mark. And then on the other side is Mags, Hollis, Poppy, and Duke. It's the other dogs. So she drew the other dogs on the other side. Isn't that cute? And then a big old heart on the back, and it says special cards by order from Veta. So that one was from Mark. So she made a card for Mark to give me. So yeah, good. That was very sweet.
Bye.
So bye, baby. I'll see you later. Mwah. I'll see you in the morning or tomorrow at lunch. Okay.
And I might
So
see you tomorrow morning.
yeah. Okay. But yeah, back to the question. If there was anybody in history that I wish I could interview, absolutely, it would be Jimmy Carter all day long. And if not Jimmy Carter, then it would be Freddie Mercury. I just absolutely love Freddie Mercury. So anyway, but yeah, I mean, that's been a few years ago. And she said, well, the next time we do it, we'll just, you're still invited. You'll be on the next invitation. They never did it again. So I never got to take an art class from them. I just cannot even imagine. So I don't even know. Did y'all know he was a painter? I don't know if y'all knew he painted. Yeah, he painted. He was quite good at it. So is Paula. She's amazing. She paints a lot of the paintings that are in her house, and you would think that she bought them at some big, expensive store, and there's stuff she did. And she paints things like her birds. She's got birds, like the big ones. And so she'll paint those birds, or she'll paint birds that she sees out in her yard. She has a lot of paintings of birds and chickens. She likes birds. So, and Freddie Mercury, I would probably just like this the whole time. I don't even know what I'd ask him. I don't even know. Jimmy Carter, I would just discuss everything. I'd want to know about how it was in the White House. I would want to know about, just everything, how it felt the first time that he did one of those Habitat for Humanity houses and handed over the keys to somebody. Oh, I don't know. I just would ask him everything. Yeah, that was a very cool question. Aw. Yeah, Amy says, I married a keeper there. Yes, you did, Amy. He's a sweetheart. And so are you. Y'all are both great. So, hey, Eric, good to see you. Says, hi, hello, Suzy, and all love from Culver City, California. Happy birthday, and many more. Thank you very much. That's very sweet, Eric. Thank you. Yeah, I hadn't seen Eric for a while, but he's back. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Just a quiet, peaceful dance. There is a difference between hating somebody and being disappointed in somebody. And I think that that was it. I just wish that he would have just done a few things different at the very end. That's what I wish. So, yeah. But I get it. I guess. Whoops. My fingers are not working. Mm. Aw, Eric is singing a song for me. Thank you. Okay, let's see here. What was my favorite birthday gift as a kid? Did you have birthday parties when you were a teenager? Um, Let me see. My favorite birthday gift as a kid, my mini bike. I loved my mini bike. It was a Honda 50. And I loved it. And they're real like short wheelbase and everything. They're just like a little box or, real tight. And I would do like little jumps on it. I think I was probably, oh my, what was I? Probably the second grade. Yeah. And I caught my pants on fire and burnt a hole in my favorite pants. And yeah, it was just, but I loved it. But yeah, I would jump and I mean, it would be like, boom. Yeah. And did I have birthday parties as a teenager? Not really. Um, I I was usually dating, and so Bless their hearts. They all took me to the same restaurant for my birthday. Every year, I think I was dating a different guy, and they all took me to this one steakhouse that we still go to. And yeah, and we'd always get it's called Joseph's, and we would always get a Joseph special, which is like the smallest steak they've got. And it used to be like less than $10 or something back in the day. I don't know what it is now. Not much more now. They really haven't raised their price on that much. But yeah, so I went there with my boyfriends every year. And they would bring out a little birthday cake with a candle on it, and I'd be like, "If they sing to me, you're gonna get it." I was like kicking the first boyfriend that took me, I kicked him under the table pretty hard. After that, a lot of it was spent we always rodeoed, so that's rodeo season, and so a lot of times we were on, at rodeos and stuff, so yeah. One time I was at cheerleading camp, which was a hoot. We, like, tied the sheets together. We were at OU, at, Oklahoma University, and we, like, literally, you had, like, they locked you in, not literally, but, you were on lockdown after a certain time. So we tied all the sheets together because we were on, like, the 4th floor, and we would go down to the balcony behind or below us with the sheets, and then we'd, untie it and it was a hoot. Anyway, we made it all the way to the ground, and we went over and had pizza on my birthday. So, yeah, Eric, excellent singing. Yeah, Steve should come on. Yeah, he should. Yeah, hi, Vetta and Mark. It's the Vetta and Mark choir. It absolutely was. He never sings to me. Oh my gosh, Joel. Of course you did. Of course you did. I met Jimmy Carter at a Habitat for Humanity build. He was a nice man. I would have just cried, probably. I literally just thought the world of him. He was just such a good man. Such a good man. Yeah, he was one of a kind, Stacia. He truly was. Hey, Barbie, good to see you. Gosh, I've ran to the bottom again, y'all. You're gonna have to come up with some more questions. We haven't even made this party an hour yet, but they've been some good questions so far. Oh, here's one. Oh God, this one's gonna be good, I bet. Question: do you think if LRH was alive, he would be angry at how Miscavige has worsened Scientology? Uh, I don't know. I'm thinking. I think that he would be impressed with how much money he's brought in because he has brought in a lot of money. But I don't really think he would. I don't really think he would. I think that he would, well, first of all, if he's still alive, Miscavige wouldn't be there. So that's kind of a trick question. But but no, I mean if he was for whatever reason, if he came back or whatever. Yeah, no, I don't think he would be mad. I think that he was probably just as sick and gross as Miscavige is. So, anyway, that's what I think. But I don't know. Good question, Eric. What was the best and worst gift that you ever got for any of your birthdays? Uh, Best gift would have been, let's see if I can take it off and show you. It would have been this ring. It's dirty, y'all, so don't be looking at the dirty. It is really dirty. But it's a vintage and it's platinum. And I don't remember. It's about 3 carats total, 3 or 4, something like that. But it's vintage. And see, this is, it's hard to tell. I don't know if you can tell, but it's shaped like a coach. If you look at it from the side, just the diamond part, not the gold. So anyway, Mark got that for me for my birthday. That's been about, oh, that might have been my 50th birthday. Oops. So yeah, thank you. It is beautiful. And when it's clean, it's gorgeous. It just sparkles. It was extremely expensive. and we got it in Savannah at a jewelry store that deals in they have new stuff, but they also have a lot of vintage stuff, and this was a vintage, one of a kind. It was made for somebody, and I don't know why they wanted it to look like a coach on the side, but whenever I saw it, I kinda saw it from the side the way I was looking at it, and I was like, "I gotta see that one," and I looked at it, and I could not believe, y'all, that he bought it, and I'm not gonna lie, he put it on a credit card and paid for it for a while, 'cause, it was expensive. That's probably the I couldn't believe that he bought it, still can't. Every time I look at it, I'm just like, "Wow, can't believe it." But, yeah, I lost a diamond out of my actual wedding ring, so I've got it over on my wedding ring finger. So there's that. And the worst gift that I ever got on my birthday, let me think. Mm, I've really never got a bad birthday gift. Now, one time I got a bad Christmas gift, so does that count? Can I switch it to a Christmas gift? And it was from Mark too. He likes to play jokes, but his jokes are not always funny. So so for Christmas, he wrapped up an old nasty fake, I mean, like, he probably found it in the dirt somewhere, fake diamond ring, right? And he put it in a box from this jewelry store where we got this one because 'cause we've bought more than one thing there. That was just the most expensive thing. So, anyway, thank you, Eric, for letting me change it. So, anyway, he put this old, I mean, like, chunks out of it, nasty, cloudy stone, gross, in this box and wrapped it up for Christmas and had me open it last while everybody was watching. And I opened it up. Yeah, I opened it up and I just like, boom, I just punched him. He won't do that again. Let's just say that. And then I told his mama, and his mama just, she shamed him. She absolutely shamed him. Oh my gosh, the most impressionable experience while working at the paper. Oh, there were a lot of things that really, like, not necessarily impressed me in a good way, but, that left an impression, so to speak. So, yes, I told his mom on him. You better believe I did, mischief. So, every time he does anything, I call his mom. Not every time, but, if it's bad enough, I do, and that was bad enough. So, sadly, a lot of the stuff that left an impression on me during my newspaper years were not great. Um, Having my best friend at the time wear a wire. She was the city manager, and I had her wear a wire to a private meeting. Wasn't really necessarily private, but she knew he was coming in, and it was between her and one of the city council members, and he was a dick. And I got him um, caught him threatening her son, who was, I think, 15 or 16 at the time, that if she didn't do whatever it was at the time that I know what it was, but I'm not gonna, you know, go into it because it's a big long story. But anyway, if she didn't do what he wanted her to do at the time, and it wasn't anything personal, it had to do with city stuff. So, if she didn't do that, then it'd be terrible if something happened to that son of yours, wouldn't it? If you got a call late at night and he's not coming home. And I got it on tape. And I took it to the DA, she and I together. And the DA did not do a damn thing about it. So that left an impression. And it told me a lot about how things work around here. As if my arrest hadn't already told me. That really did. So, yeah. So whenever I say that the whole thing with the arrest was a corrupt government deal, the haters can say it wasn't, but they don't know what the government was around here. And still is, but not near as bad as it was, in the 90s and early 2000s. So it was awful. It was truly awful. So yeah, um, that was rough. Another thing, one good thing though, was a thing that made an impression on me that was good, was whenever I did get arrested, um, the outpouring of love, not from the community, I mean, from some of them, yeah, a lot of them, but from other people in the newspaper business. I got flowers from several of the publishers and editors and whatever from all these different newspapers in the area and even further away. I mean, like, pretty far. Um, I got, after the whole arrest and everything, I got a lot of stuff from even national, like, things, so it was crazy. Um, and but what really got me was that, after I got out of jail that day, I still had a newspaper to put together. So I went back to the office and I locked myself in it, and people came and left packages like, snacks and sodas and bottles of water and flowers and all kinds of stuff outside my locked door because I wouldn't unlock the door. And it just meant an awful lot to me. It really did. And some of the ones that brought stuff were police officers, including the one that arrested me. So that meant a lot. So Vernon says, Susie, when you were growing up, did you accept any literature from Jehovah Witnesses when they came to your door? Yes, I did. And I even invited them in. Yeah. Well, I mean, my mom would accept it when I was growing up, but whenever I was grown, I mean, I got married at 18. And so until I was probably about 26, 28 years old, they would come to my door still. And I would invite them in and would be like, "Would you like a cup of tea or would you like a cup of coffee or would you, you know?" I was always asking them if they wanted something. And sometimes they took water. I mean, they'd say a glass of water would be great and it would be hot in the summer and I'd give them a glass of ice water and be like, "You want some lemon in it?" I was always inviting in the Jehovah Witness. And those kids, I don't even know who they were that would come around. They were with some kind of mission and they'd come around selling books and stuff and encyclopedias and everything. I'd invite them in too. I made one of them a sandwich. I really did. I'm just like, I don't know. Everybody thinks I'm such a mean hag, but I'm really too nice for my own good sometimes. Mhm. I have a soft spot for people. Yeah. Barbie says, "What was your favorite birthday age?" Mine was 30. Do you know that the whole time whenever I was probably in my teens, I always thought that whenever I was 32 that I would have my shit together. I thought that was the magic age. Everybody I knew that was 32 just seemed like they had their shit together, and I didn't when 32 rolled around. So really, probably my favorite was 40. I really enjoyed 40. I felt grown and seen and I just kind of quit trying to please everybody. I'm always gonna be a people pleaser. I'm always gonna try to please people to some degree, but not just, you know, anybody. Before I used to just try to please everybody, like, but this was different. And when I turned 40, it just really I felt like I kind of came into my own. And then again in my 50s, I feel like I've come into my own even more. And to be perfectly honest, last night I was kind of having a little pity party and Mayor and Mischief really talked me through it a lot. And I don't know, something when I woke up this morning, something was different. I don't know, something was just different. I felt better, and I really just have a let them. That's what Keela told me. She wrote me a big long thing, and she was just like, let them question you, let them drag you through the mud, let them." And I thought, you know what? It's not just me that they're doing this to. They're doing it to Keela. While Keela is suffering. She is so ill and trying to get well, and these same people that are dogging me are dogging her. And so I know you're watching, you hateful bitch. I know you're watching. Does that make you feel good to pick on good people? Because you know what? Even if I had bounced a check, even if I had bounced a check in 1999 and got arrested in 2002, not 1998, which was before the check was even written. So that shows how much she knows. But who cares? Really? If you think about it, who freaking cares? If that's the biggest rabbit hole that you can find to go down on me, that didn't sound good, but you know what I mean. Mischief is, you know, then have at it. Have at it. But you know what? Keep picking on me and leave my friends alone. Leave Kayla alone because it is not fair. The latest crap where they're saying that she's not even really sick, that's bullshit and they know it. This is the kind of dumbasses that we're dealing with. So, yeah, last night I was in a mood. Today, to all of them. And if they want to say that that's me being trashy, then fine. I never said I wasn't. Never said I wasn't. So, I'm going to get back in a good mood though. Oh, really? Just a quiet, peaceful dance says, I was a hairstylist for 32 years. Who was your worst customer? Oh my God. I immediately know. That awful. There's two. Okay, I'm going to do the one because I'll forget about her. I had this little sweetest lady. I mean, she was sweet. Okay. A little Japanese lady does not even hardly speak English. She married a GI and, they're married, they've got kids and she came here with him. I mean, from in the 60s or something. So anyway, I don't remember why, and y'all may know why, and I just can't think. But she ate garlic on everything and took garlic supplements until the point, and I love garlic. Okay. But she reeked of garlic so bad that I would almost vomit every time I was doing her hair. And she came in all the time. She wasn't my weekly customer, but she was in about every 2 weeks. And yeah, sweet lady, sweet lady. But oh my God. And so she's passed now, so I don't feel bad. I don't think she would know I said this, but anyway, if she was alive, but yeah, sweet lady, but oh my God, did she smell? And she was clean. She just smelled like the strongest garlic that you can even imagine. I mean, it was awful. And then the other one was the husband of one of my very favorite clients. She was one of my weekly clients. She came in every single week and got her hair done. She came in every 6 weeks and got her perm. She would come in other times and get a manicure. She would, she was in there all the time. Her name was Dorothea, and I loved her, and I cannot remember her husband's name to save my life. But anyway, meanest old fart I ever saw. He was hateful to her. I don't think he abused her or anything, but he was just that gruff kind of, I mean, these people was, fairly old, and he was older than her, and just just mean, and he had those toenails that are about that thick and they're orange and they're hard on the top, but they're mushy underneath there. And I would have to clean those. And I had to take special classes to be able to know how to do some of this stuff because you got to be careful. You got to do it right or they can get infections and all kinds of stuff. And so I had special tools that I used just for him, but it would take me probably 2.5, 3 hours to do his feet. And I'd be sitting on the floor, doing his feet. Now he wasn't dirty or anything. He just had these horrible toenails. The whole time I'm doing his toenails, he's bitching about something. Don't even matter what it was. Not me. He's just griping about something, everything, the price of this and this is that and this politician and that preacher and this, their kids don't come and visit them. And I mean, just one thing after the other. And I was just, and I know. And I love old people. And I think he just really needed somebody to vent to. But it was hard just to sit there and listen to that while you're trying to, you're just working with those toes and they're flinging and you're just, I mean, I had to wear safety glass. It was a mess. It was a mess. So yeah, that was those two, the garlic woman and the toenail man. So, yeah. Yeah, I agree. If you like me, cool. If you don't like me, cool. That's how I am anymore. That's how I feel about it. They don't have to like me, and I don't have to like them, and I don't. Yes, you have smelled those people. It is almost rancid, that garlic smell. I don't it's a health thing, but I can't remember what it's for. I don't know if it's heart or what. I can't remember what it was for, but she was serious about it. Like she and her daughter would be like, "I'm so sorry," you know. I'm not sure if you ew into the toenails or the garlic or both, but yeah, it pretty much fits for both. So, anyway, yeah, this has been fun, y'all. This has been some good questions. These are like things that I haven't, even thought to answer before. What did I miss, Kelly? I don't know. Me talking about toenails and yeah, I don't know. Just waiting to see if I saw any more questions pop up. So, this has been fun, y'all. Really, I'm gonna take this hat off though, if you don't mind. My hair is probably gonna be a mess because I've had hat on all evening. Oh, yeah. Look at this; it's just sticking up. That'll be the next thing that they'll make a video of is my hair all over the place. Oops. Yeah, I don't care. They can do what they want. Oh, I see another question. Actually, I see a couple of them. Hold on just a sec. I think. Well, I hope I didn't just get rid of that one. If I did, no, I think it was this one. Yeah, that was the one I saw. Okay. That hat must weigh a ton. It kind of does. Look at my hair. It's crazy now, y'all. I might want to put the hat back on just because that's some crazy hair. You see how red my skin is? This is not makeup. This is how red it is after I scrubbed it getting the Emma makeup off. Can you believe that? My skin is very sensitive, y'all. Look at that. It wasn't even like this, which that's from the hat, but yeah, just like that. That's not makeup. Okay, so if you could have a personal wish granted for your birthday, not world peace or money, for yourself, a friend, or family, what would it be? Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. I think I mean, there's always the I wish that cancer didn't exist because that affects so many people. So of course I wish that was true. And I've got a friend that just found out that her cancer is inoperable and she's in her 30s, y'all. So she's already had to have a lot of her organs removed and stuff. Anything that she could, and but so I wish cancer didn't exist. But I think honestly, I would just I would kind of wish that my daughter, Megan, fed his mom. I wish that she didn't have lupus because it scares me to death. And she has to go through once a month, she has to go through these treatments that are a lot like chemo. And it's hard. It's really hard. And am I ignored? So anyway, yeah, that would be one thing for sure that I would wish that she didn't have lupus, that nobody did. I can't necessarily I know we can't wish for all diseases. I mean, wouldn't it be great if all diseases were just gone, but then I guess nobody would die and the world would be overpopulated and blah, blah, I don't know, but I do just wish she didn't have lupus. So so Mare wants to know if I'm ignoring hers and Mischief's questions and comments. I don't think so. She's not starring them, I think. If so, I'm not seeing them. I don't know. Okay, here's another good one. What do you think about past lives in Scientology? Wow, that one's hard. If I'm being 100% honest, I don't really believe in reincarnation. I really don't. I and I'm kind of selfish about it, guys. I mean, seriously, but I really don't believe in it, but I don't think bad about anybody that does, if that makes any sense at all. I just don't, because it's one of those things that I don't know. But it it's kind of like I almost hope there's not reincarnation because I love my family so much and I don't ever want to forget them and move on to another family and love that family. Or have the people that I have loved and that they've loved me die and then forget about me and go love somebody else. It's like I want to be the not selfish person and being like, they were such great people that they could have, they could love other people and really help other people. But I'm selfish enough that I want them to be mine. I want that to be my mom. I don't want her to go have another life and be somebody else's mom. So I don't know. I don't think so. I'm really weird about the whole thing. I don't know. That's that's really about the best I've got. What would I do for a Klondike bar? Not a lot, to be perfectly honest. Not a whole lot. A brownie? Some cheese enchiladas. I love me some cheese enchiladas. Tomorrow I'm gonna have some lobster ravioli though, so I would do a lot for that kind of stuff. Not so much for a Klondike bar though. But that's a good question. I like that. Stacia says she doesn't believe in reincarnation either. Yeah, comment. I still have a hard time in believing that Jesus and God are the same. Jehovah Witnesses adamantly hate the Trinity and teach this teaching comes from Satan. I understand that. I really do. I mean, there's so much, that I still don't understand too. And I mean, I grew up Baptist where they said, all along that, but I'm like, okay, so if God is is Jesus his dad, his father, then how is he also its itself? And I don't know. I have a really hard time with it too. So I'm right there with you, Vernon. I really am. I don't really understand it. Yeah, it's kind of wacko. The whole Jehovah Witness and other cults and stuff. Yeah, I get it. That was almost a really interesting word there. I'm just going to put this up here for just a minute. She about got an interesting word there. Aw. Susie, I pray your birthday wish can come true or at least have better treatments or cures for both lupus and cancer. Me too. Yeah. Mayor says, if reincarnation exists, you choose who you go to. So you could come back as the child of Veda. That might be interesting if I could be. I don't know though. I don't know if I'd want to be Veda's child. Here's the deal, y'all. Veda, I adore that child, but she talks from the minute she wakes up until the minute she falls asleep. There's not a moment, I don't think, that she's not talking. And I put up with that a lot in Veda. So I don't know if I want to come back as Veda's child and put up with it again and her be my mom to where I have to listen to her. Because sometimes now I can go, go find your grandpa. Or I think your mom is needing you to come home. Yeah, that was a close one, wasn't it? So, Stacia says, I chatted with a couple of Jehovah Witnesses when they pointed out the number of people who were to be truly saved. It took everything out of me not to laugh and ask if they were feeling safe. No, they're not. And they, they know they're not. They know that only certain ones are going. You didn't get that word, Kelly, but you just about did. Yeah, Veda Ellie are a lot alike. Little jabberboxes. Yeah, she is a smart, brave little girl, Eric. She really, truly is. She's so good. So good. I asked her, she had her birthday, and I said, "Well, what do you want for your birthday?" And you know what she said? Books. So she got books. I mean, wasn't all she got. I'll admit, I got her other stuff too. And then I just order her books here and there all the time because she loves them. She's very smart, but they're all smart. Her siblings they're all smart. Oh boy, here's another good one. Do I believe in ghosts? Yes, I do. And I know that freaks some people out, but I really did. I didn't. I really didn't. I knew that I could feel people, like that I loved and everything, that I could feel their energy or whatever. But I think there's a difference in energy and ghost. So, but there was like a time one time I was driving in Kansas and it's flat as a board, and I was so tired and I was about to fall asleep and I had my window open and trying to stay awake and a little like a Toyota pickup passed me, and in this pickup was my then husband's granny and grandpa, who were in their 90s when they passed, and they had been passed for a few years, and they were in that truck, and I saw them, and I'm telling you what, I woke up. I was not sleepy anymore. There was no more sleepy, and so that was my first kind of thing where I thought, "Oh, wow." But then we were in Savannah one time, and I was very comfortable and everything, and I heard a voice in my head tell me to get in the room. I was trying to get the door unlocked. Mark was actually trying to, with the key, and you swipe it and it won't do, swipe and open the door, and it doesn't swipe, open the door, and it doesn't open. And so he kept doing that, and I heard this voice like right here, and it said, "Get in the room." And I just said, "Get in the room," like that to Mark, and he got the door open then, and I shut it. But I looked out the window, and there was a car that looked, and I don't mean this ugly, I swear I don't. But I mean, you could tell that it was a gang, there was some gang members in that car, and they were driving through really slow, and then they got out and they were like roaming around in the hotel. It was a motel actually, that one we stayed at, but it around in the hallway or the outside and in the up and down the stairs and stuff. And I really think that we would have gotten robbed if we hadn't have gotten in the room. And then we were also at this restaurant. It's called Sixpence None the Wiser, or that's a anyway, it's called the Sixpence. But anyway, so we were there, and I I know that when I went into the bathroom, I know that there was somebody in there with me. I could feel it, but I wasn't scared. And then I know that that ghost came back to the room with us, and then I know that ghost came home with me in my camera because they will feed off of energy. And so I know that they did, and his name is Sam, and this has been years and years and years ago, and he used to hide my jeans. I'd be trying to get dressed, and my jeans would be gone. I'd be the only one in the house, and one time I got mad, and I'm like, "Give me back my jeans." And I walked back in my bedroom, and they're laying right there on the bed, and I know that that was true. I know it. And then I read a book months later that talked about a ghost named Sam at the Sixpence, and I had not heard any stories about that, had not read that book, nothing. So, yeah. Anyway, so hold on, I'm about to miss one, I thought. I think. Hold on. See, this is probably where I missed some, is that it moves up on me. What is the secret of life? Asking for eternity. Stacia, I think the secret of life is just love and kindness. I think if you have love and kindness, that you can be happy in just about any situation. It may not be a great situation, but I think that you can be happy in it. And I truly do. I truly do believe in love and kindness. It's not always possible. It's not. But I think that if you lead with love and kindness, that's just, you can't go wrong. Joel says, I would have never thought that we would find a community that is this kind and fun on this crazy internet. I know, right? Me too. Whenever I said that I was gonna start a YouTube channel, my kids tried to talk me out of it. Whoops, sorry. They tried to talk me out of it. They were like, "No, mom, people are so mean, they're so this or so that you don't want to deal with it." And there are those people, obviously. But for the most part, you all are amazing. I mean, I have got everybody says they have the best channels and I do. And it's not the channel, it's not me. It's you all. It's my mods and my chat and the people that lurk and then come in when I need somebody. You wouldn't believe it. I can be at just having a terrible, terrible day, and I will get just a message from somebody that I don't even know them. And they're like, I watch, but I just lurk or I'm on the replay and they'll say something that just resides with me and just makes me feel so much better. And so you're right, Joel. Who would have thought? And there are other channels that have great chats and stuff too. A lot of you are on the other channels. That's why they've got them. So yeah, it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. I never would have thought it. Eric says he had a friend that used to do paranormal activity and talked with the spirits. That would be weird. I don't know. I do remember that I told, Sam, I said, listen, you can hang around, but I don't want to see you. I don't want you like standing over me when I'm trying to sleep. I don't want to like catch a glimpse of you in the, passing by in the corner of my eye or whatever. You can be here all you want, and when he left? When that big old ice storm hit and we didn't have any electric for 13 or 14 days, something like that. He left and yeah, they said he's back, that he's back at the Sixpence. Guess he was just like, I'm out of here. Damn Oklahoma don't have no electricity. Stacia says, who let the dogs out? Well, Stacia, that would be me generally about between 3:30 and 4 every morning. So now tonight in the morning when I let them out, I'll hear that song in my head. So thank you very much. Yeah. I'll be thinking of you and being like, ugh. Thanks a lot. But anyway, here's another question. Get your last questions in, y'all, because we've been an hour and a half and Mischief is giving me looks. So
I
What you gonna do?
was not.
It looked like you were.
You fibber. No, I was not.
No, I wasn't fibbing. It looked like you were giving me a look.
No, I'm reading the chat.
Well, then I'll stay on another hour. How do you like that? Yeah, what am I going to do when they come from me? Stacia's liking the songs tonight. That's what she's liking. Oh, man. What's this one? Mare says, Eric, my daughter was going down the stairs with her 2-year-old son ahead of her. He fell, and before he hit the concrete floor, he stopped. Yeah. And she knows it was my mom. That's something, isn't it? Girl, hold on. I'm trying to get this to go up there. What is the deal? Why do fools fall in love? You're going to get me singing. It's not going to be pretty. I don't know. Because they're stupid. Because they're fools. Oh no. Tony Hoban, sorry she's late. Had a terrible storm a while ago. I hate that. We're actually not getting any storms right now, but it did last night in the middle of the night. I was, actually about to fall off asleep finally after everything. And anyway, then the storms hit. So I was just like, great. I swear, I'm never going to get in the pool this year. It just keeps raining and storming and making my water cold again. I don't like it. Plus, I just don't like the storms. Wow. There's another one. And so far, Stacia, I've known all the songs you've put up. Yeah, this is a good one. What do I think about Scientology's belief that children are adults in little bodies? I think they have lost their freaking minds. I think that that's what perverts tell themselves so that they can, like, say that it's okay to molest children, is what I think. I think that they, that if they're not seen as children, then they can justify the attraction. That's what I think. I think it goes along with they're more mature than their age, and they were flirting with me or whatever. I think that LRH was a big old pervert in many, many, many ways. I mean, just like when he said that a young girl, that she shouldn't even mind being kissed passionately by a man. That told me all I needed to know. And that's what made me think that the whole children or adults in small bodies, I think that's it. I think that that was a way to justify it, to justify child sexual abuse. Because it just doesn't even make sense other than that to me. Well, that don't make sense either, but you know what I mean. I keep hitting this button and it's not doing it. How do you mend a broken heart? Is that kind of like how do you get over a love, get under another one or something, or something like that? I don't know. It's kind of like that, I think. Yeah, I hate storms. I run and hide too. I do. Aw, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna call it a night. We've went an hour and a half, and I'm gonna go spend some time with my husband. Yeah, it has been fun, Joel. It has. I sure hope that Susie has a happy birthday. I've had a great birthday. Megan said it's my birthday weekend. So we're going out to lunch tomorrow at Napoli's, and I'm gonna have a cannoli. I'm gonna have some lobster ravioli, which I love, and then I'm gonna have a cannoli. I'll probably bring that home and have it later. But yeah, yeah, yes, please do tell the people that we love them. Kindness can save the world. Hey, Mischief.
Happy birthday. I love you.
Thank you. I love you too. I love all of you. Thank you so much. You guys have made this day really great for me. So I will remember it forever. I won't forget this one. So guys, I'm gonna go. Have a great rest of your day or weekend or whatever. I love you, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Hope you enjoyed the show, so glad you were here. We meet here most days, we're but first coffee and you're welcome here. We talk about hard subjects, but we also laugh a lot. If you have a loss or win, we will cheer for you. We're but first coffee, and you are safe here. So hit those like and subscribe buttons, notifications set to all. You don't want to miss a show, because this is your home to y'all. So hit those like and subscribe buttons, notifications set to all. You don't want to miss a show, because this is your home to y'all. So hit those like and subscribe buttons.